got mail, so we're running home now to go see what it is. I think we know what it is. It's our heavily discounted turntable, and it's a 3-in-1 turntable that's actually big enough for one of 18 scale diecast cars. So let's get the heck home and get into that. We're not quite home yet, but I'll just explain what it is. I'll refresh for anybody just tuning in now. We got some packages coming from AliExpress just to improve the quality of the videos, and this one is something that I've wanted for a while, but they're so darn expensive. But after I bought the Hot Wheels Super Elite Back to the Future DeLorean with all the different wheels and the bells and whistles and all that, after I bought that and ordered it, I had a thing come up that said flash sale anniversary of AliExpress, and it was like 60% off or something, whatever it is, with free shipping, and it came to like $32 or $33, something like that, for the turntable. And the crazier part is I ordered that like the same night or early the next morning when I ordered the Hot Wheels Elite DeLorean, Super Elite DeLorean. And it's the quickest AliExpress package yet. I'll let you guys know when exactly I ordered it, but it's the quickest package yet. It blows my mind. And the funny thing is, I paid like $2.92 for the Super Elite Hot Wheels DeLorean, and like $91 of that was towards the shipping. And it didn't matter which seller I went with, it either worked out to be the same or it was somebody with horrible ratings. This guy has all good ratings. Like, there's 3 or 4 sellers of these things on there, and one or two of them have just horrible, got it damaged, the seller doesn't respond, stuff like that. No time for that, guys. Yeah, so we're gonna get home and see if this turntable works, because this is really gonna enhance our look-see set. Go home and check her out. We'll be there in a couple minutes. Oh, special thank you to Glenn, because I was at work and I had a catastrophe happen. Wasn't my fault, but I'll tell you guys about it when I get back to the house. But I couldn't make the post office for 9 p.m. when it closed. The post office is a minute away from home. I couldn't make it. So I called Glenn. First I called the post office. They said my roommate could pick it up as long as I signed the back of the little physical slip that came. Because I had a physical slip at the house, but I had a barcode on my Canada Post app, so I had 2 different options. So Glenn, being the hero of the day, took the little slip, brought it to my work, which is about 8 minutes from the house, and then went to the post office in time and got the package, so we didn't have to wait until tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning I got to go to my work and talk to my boss about this weird incident that happened. But I'll tell you guys about that when we get inside. It's 10:14 and I'm just getting home, and normally I get out at 9 p.m. So yeah, but again, not my fault. Wait till you guys hear what happened. Actually, we'll get in there. Oh, thank goodness that day's over and I don't got a lot to carry in the house, and I got something that's easy to cook. I'm just gonna make jalapeno poppers tonight. Big surprise, but I'm tired. But wait till you hear this one, guys. And this is something that was out of my control. But this is a crazy retro work story, actually. But I'll get into that when we get in here and start unboxing this thing that I think is the turntable. Okay guys, so again from AliExpress. Now, we're going to be respectful of Mr. Glenn because he gave us a big help getting this today. But the poor guy also has to get up early in the morning, and he's watching Cannonball Run that he hasn't seen in a long time on a big TV with a great picture. But then I told him we had to pause it because copyright. So I feel bad, so we're not going to keep him tied up. I want him to watch his movie before bed. I'm going to you guys know what this is already. We're going to give her a quick try. And while I'm doing this to kill two birds with one stone, I'm going to explain work. Okay, so I drive a stand-up reach truck, like one of the Raymond reach, the extended reach ones, the double reach. And the batteries on them are kind of wonky because we run the crap out of them almost 24/7, right? Just constantly recharging them, but we have to because they die quick. So anyway, mine, I usually have it clocked pretty well for when the battery is going to die just by the noises it's making. Like it could say 80%, but I could tell by how it feels, it ain't going to last 20 minutes, you know what I mean? But today was different. It didn't give me any indications. So I was staging a bunch of spinach. So spinach comes in, the boxes are 20 kilograms a box, and you get 40 boxes on a pallet, okay? And I was staging spinach for my partner in the morning to pull them out of the fridge because he's going to get the pull sheet. It's going to say pull spinach, so that way they're all ready to go. Just show you guys what I'm looking at here. So I'm staging all the spinach, everything's going great. So I have one skid left, and I wish I was allowed to take pictures at work, guys. I would show you guys if I was allowed to take a picture, but I had one skid left, and it's up in the rack, and we have the racks that are 3 high and double deep, okay? And this skid is on the 3rd one up, of course, and it's double deep in. So I go in there with my forklift. Just one showing you again. This looks great. I go in there with my forklift and I go up, put it up. I drive in with my legs underneath into the rack so I'm not hitting nothing. Hook up to the skid, everything's fine. Soon as I get it half an inch up, or not even half an inch, I hear the dreaded beep, 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 and I look down and it says dead battery. Only it doesn't give me the dead battery where it's still got lift. Dead battery, no lift. Okay? I'm like, oh, great. But sometimes, so I try it, there's no lift at all, and it's not clearing enough so that the little legs on the skids will clear the front rack. So if I just try to back out with it, it's going to hook up onto the rack and dump the skid. And possibly take the rack out with me, which I doubt, because those racks take a beating. But what I'm thinking is going to happen, minimum, it's going to pull the skid off my forks, skid's going to tumble. So obviously I'm trying to do stuff to prevent that, so I don't got to mess the clean. So I go report it to the supervisor. So this is what it comes with. I'm just wrecking the place. Thank goodness we just got a bunch of rechargeable batteries. Comes with a charge cord as well. So I go report to the supervisor. He's not experienced with forklifts, stuff like that. But with all of us talking, there's like a combined 30 years experience. Like there's me, I'm talking to a guy named Daryl who's been there 15 years, another guy, Jeff, who's been there a very long time. I call my former partner Ducky. I call my former partner Mike, who's since been promoted and works in another department. He knows his stuff too in these situations. I called him on the phone because he was awake. I explained it to him. At first, we were going to do a battery swap right in the freezer, where I take this battery machine down, and it's got a magnet on it, and I take the plate off the forklift, the magnet comes out, ooh, like on a hydraulic, it sounds like almost, hooks up to the battery, pulls the battery out onto these rollers, and then I could change out, put a new battery in it, just borrow the battery to get the truck the hell out of there, because you got to remember, it's in a minus 18 freezer, so the truck can't stay in there, I got to get it out of there. So it's either dump the skid or leave the truck in there and possibly cause a bunch of damage to the truck. So I go to the far end of the building, take this battery machine all the way down there and hook everything up and the magnet thing's not coming out. We try everything. We try hooking it up backwards even to make sure we did it wrong. You know what I mean? Like me and Daryl, who's been there forever, tried everything, right? So that doesn't work. So I got to take that thing back. So now what am I going to do? You know what I mean? So what we end up coming up with is Mike at home told me this was his choice. Daryl, Jeff, another guy, like all the guys that have been there forever, because when I can't figure it out, I go to them, and usually I can figure it out. The consensus was dump the skid. I do a controlled dump where I go get the supervisor. That way they don't think that I oopsed it, and I'm just saying that it's a controlled dump type thing. So go get the supervisor, just to show you guys what it comes with. So it comes with this. Usually when you just order a base one, it comes with this. And you can't tell by the pictures, but they're not very big, so you really got to go by measurements, guys. And this is in centimeters. I think this was supposed to be 21 or 22. Actually, it says right here, 22 centimeters, this plate. That's the biggest plate. It comes with two other plates to interchange them. So you have this one for little things, smaller cars, you know, maybe Hot Wheels, stuff like that. You have the medium size one. So you guys get it. It's like a 3-in-1. So anyway, back to my story. So, and this takes a funky battery. I could tell it's going to take those 18. Yep. Somebody in the review was complaining it doesn't fit the AA's or AAA's. Yeah, you know why? They look like AA's or AAA's, but they're called 18650. And I know that because I had a knockoff ring cam from Amazon and it ran on those. And I had to get a special charger and everything for them. Of course, I don't have any now, but I'm going to end up ordering one. They're cheap. That way I don't have to rely on plugging this in. But for now, we're going to plug it in to try it. And that way, I can recommend it to you guys. I will put the link because you never know. It might still be cheap or it might go back on sale. Or it might have just been a BS flash sale where it's this price all the time because it is from China. So we got to see if it's even going to work. So I don't think to test it, we don't use all three, obviously. We use the big one because we're going to do it with the car. Now it's also important to read the kilograms this can handle. This handles 4.5 or 5 kilograms. I can't remember what, but... So anyway, guys, we went and got the supervisor to physically come out and watch this. I explained to him what we were going to do. He looked nervous. I said, you know, I'll clean it up tomorrow, whatever. Because the shift was ending too, and my work's piling up. That's another thing too. I ended up getting out at 10 o'clock because I just stayed because I don't want to... Basically, I didn't want this event, even though it wasn't my fault, to screw over the boys. You know what I mean? And they end up with extra work. So I did the pail skid. I did a bunch of stuff. So that's what we did. I backed her out. Slow, made sure I wasn't going to pull the big industrial rack down because they're pretty sturdy, but you never know with my luck, right? The rack wasn't coming, the skid was coming off, and just boom. So instead of the skid falling right down, it ended up hanging in the rack in like a diagonal way, like all the spinach is still on the skid, the spinach isn't touching anything, and it's on the skid because it's saran wrapped on. But tomorrow I'm going to have to go in and dump it and repalletize it. But it's not too big of a deal because with repalletizing it, because I was busting all that up anyway for my partner anyway, right? So, but anyway, let's get this going here. I wish I had an 18650 battery. I don't. But we're going to do this here with this here. Okay, I just got to get a little... charge block. I think we have one on the main floor, but let's see if this is gonna work first. Just to show you guys, so this is the first option. Plugs into our little USB thing. I had them plug the retro fly hovering DeLorean, but it's fairly long cord, but it could be longer. What I'm hoping is when I get that 18650 battery to use this cordlessly on the look-see set, that I don't have to buy a separate charger for that battery. That I could leave the battery in the turntable, plug this in, and it charges it. Maybe one of you guys knows the answer. If you do, let old Retro know. Guys, let's see what we're dealing with here. So apparently it's a good one. It's got different speeds and everything. Goes right or left, as you could see, the RL, and it's got the remote. So I'm going to put some batteries in the remote as well here. In luck, this takes AAAs. And don't forget, guys, I just bought a bunch of AAAs. Rechargeables, like the upgrades for the cob lights. So the ones that the lights that those are being upgraded in, we could use the old lights that are down there fully charged, waiting to go. Which reminds me, since those other lights work so well, I'm actually going to be ordering more of them. They don't make the cob lights brighter, but they seem to be a bit more reliable than the ones from Dollarama, believe it or not. And they definitely do last longer. Well, it's 720 mAh compared to 1100. So, something to show you guys since we're down here. God damn. I love this. I look at it every time I come down, so I like showing it to you guys too. Share the joy. Back to the task at hand. It's cool, when I did order those batteries, they sent me these little plastic cases, and I actually like them now. So now I keep all the batteries charged up and in these cases so they're not loose, rolling around everywhere. And that's what those Panasonics are more meant for anyway, from the Dollarama. They're for low drain devices, it's called. Stuff like a remote control and stuff. Still pissed about these. I had $5.50 for 2 of them at Dollarama. Thought I was being smart buying the rechargeables. Usually I would check Amazon first, but now I find a bunch of them on Amazon twice as good for like $1 a pop. But these will come in handy for stuff like this and for all of our remotes and stuff. Okay, Retro Maniacs and Glenn. I don't mean to have a shaky camera, but I got the remote as well. Moment of truth. I don't even know how this works, but I think that's the power at the top, maybe. Or would that be the power? I don't know. I'll just start mashing buttons. Now, I have had bad reports of these things not working. These are from China, right? I don't see any lights coming on. Oh wait, did I just see a light? No. I don't suppose they sent English instructions, did they? Hey guys, I'm thinking it might... Lock. Okay guys, that was a very crappy USB port. It's flashing. I hope that doesn't mean it's broken. We're gonna see if we can get it to actually rotate now though. We got it plugged into a charger port. I'm hoping I'm not frying it here doing that. Okay, so I have confirmed by the instructions this top one is the power. Let's see here. We'll go right in front. Of course, they have the infrared thing underneath where the it plugs in. Oh! Oh! Ah! We got it, Glenn. It's working. It's rotating.
Hey, good.
So now I'm just going to have to get one of those batteries. I wasn't going to order one of those until I seen this thing working, but let's throw a car on here, see how she looks. Okay, guys, moment of truth, and we got a heavyweight to try it with. Oh! And it's got different speeds as well. I just got to figure out... What's that do? Oh, okay, so it stops and it goes the other way or something. Or no, it does that. So I hit that button that's choppy right here. That's for like in a store window or anywhere. It just does the loop and stops. And see that, Glenn? That's kind of cool, eh? It does that on its own.
Yeah.
I think maybe we could speed it up. Let's see. See if we could speed up the intermittent thing.
Take it to warp speed 4.
Okay, no, it doesn't look like that'll go any quicker, but that's still a cool feature. Okay, so let's go back to normal. Back to normal, I think, is this one. So that's steady. Okay, this thing, I'm so happy, guys. So let's try the plus and minus. See, so that's obviously pause in the middle. See pause, Glenn? Oh, that's so killer. So let's see if we could speed her up here. Or is it already going max speed? Not to mention it's got a 118 car. Now, like I said, this is rated for 4 or 5 kilograms. I can't remember what. We're gonna slow it down, see how slow we can make it go. I had a little tiny one that I got for super cheap. Another collector got a large quantity of turntables, but they were a little tiny for like Hot Wheels cars. And it only had 1 speed, turbo fast. So if I were to make a reel with that, with like a Hot Wheels car, say, I'd have to put the reel in slow motion. Putting the reel in slow motion, it was perfect speed, but look at this, guys. This is going to be awesome up on the look-see set. Hey, Glenn, what do you think of that? Do you like it?
Good.
Yeah, 30 whatever bucks. And this came fast. I'm going to let you guys know. And let's see what this button does. I'm going to let you guys know how long this took to come, too. Remind me, guys. Don't let me forget. Let's see. Oh, change direction. Look at that. So change direction. Let's see if we could dial it up a bit. Oh, see that, Glenn? Dialed right up.
Yep.
Oh yeah, slow. I was gonna say any quicker, and I'd almost have to put. It's not rolling off, is it? No. I was gonna say, should I putty the tires? But no, it's not moving an inch either. It's great. I don't know what these things are here. Oh, it raises! Glenn, it raises and lowers, I think.
Oh, okay.
I swear that's just what it did. Oh, wait, no.
I didn't see it from here.
What did I do to it? Okay, so I thought it raised and lowered somehow, but it doesn't. It's making it do this funky... Oh, guys, this is cool. So I'm going to include the link in the description, guys. When I got it, it was during a flash sale. Okay, so you might not get it for 32 bucks, but you might. Because it might... Look at this, Glenn. I got it doing, like, you could set it to do, like, half, a quarter turn. That's killer. What's this right one do here? And the car is stable on there, guys. I haven't had to put putty, but for long term, I would put putty if you were going to leave a car on there to display it, say, permanently, like just spinning or whatever. I would put putty on there. But for our purposes so far, this is awesome.
Or for a very expensive car, I'd put putty on it.
And this
or
is
something to chock the wheel.
yeah, exactly. So this is that intermittent. Okay, so now we'll do the regular. This is the regular twirly. Turn it up. That is awesome, guys. See, for our look-see videos though, because that's a bit fast, I just wanted to see the full speed of it. Something like that. Oh yeah, guys. And we're gonna have the proper light going into it too. Look at that, Glenn, look at that. Tell me that's not the perfect speed.
Yeah.
Okay, we've seen enough. We're gonna let Glenn watch his movie. I'm gonna close this out. Thank you so much, Glenn. You're a hero without a cape today. Glenn went and got this on his day off, spur of the moment. I called him at work, said, Glenn, I need a favor. He didn't even ask what it was. He said, what do you need? And I told him, and he said, yep, I'm on my way. And he left right then and there and went and got this thing so that it was safe and so that we could all check it out. So that was awesome of Glenn to help us and help in the hobby. Glenn is on a roll today. Grabbed me a big bag of poppers too. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I am tickled pink with that thing. You're not going to believe when we ordered it. Take a wild guess. So today's what, Glenn? The March 12th?
Yep.
As of this taping, it's March 12th right now. March 12th at 11 p.m. About to be March 13th, Wednesday. I ordered that March. You ready? Get ready. March 6th. I ordered that from China, from AliExpress, March 6th. And I'm going to put the link up in the description, like I said. The regular price of it was between 40 and 60 bucks. I can't remember what it was. Excellent product though, just because of all the options it has and stuff. And it's the right size for 118s. And hopefully you get a flash sale because I got it dirt cheap. So hopefully you get the same flash sale. I'm going to stop the link up. And actually, I can't be saying stuff like that because even though it's a joke, the bots pick it up, think it's violence. I'm going to poke the link up in the prescription. Okay? For you guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We're going to let Glenn watch his cannonball run so he can get his butt to bed to go to work early. Please smash the like button for me. Keeps us getting all this cool stuff coming in unboxed. Please subscribe and share. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your buddies. And as always, guys, fist bump for the good score. Happy hunting.